What's up everyone, Scarlet here, welcome back to the channel, hope you guys are having a good day. Today's video we're going to be talking about the recent rumors of how apparently the Batman aka Robert Pattinson's Batman will be the start of the new DCU, because as we probably all know and have heard, James Gunn is now, I guess, the Kevin Feige of DC from my understanding, but as well there are so many different things going on in DC, it's definitely hard to keep up, but I try to just cover the Batman and Flash because those are the characters that I care about personally, but I'm not too into Ezra Miller's Flash, and not because of Ezra Miller's shenanigans IRL. I just don't really like that version of the Flash. But I'm getting off topic. Like I said, I'm going to talk about those rumors and why I think the Batman should be in the new DC universe. But before we get into that, I mainly talk about Spider-Man related news, including games, movies, TV shows, and as well general Marvel, sometimes DC news like this video. So if that's what you're interested in, look no further, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on to stay up to date. So to be quick about the actual news part of it, basically Variety came out recently and said that their sources confirmed to them, and they are reporting that the Batman, aka Robert Pattinson's Batman, is being considered to be brought into the new DCU as the default Batman going forward into the future. But James Gunn has come out and he said that there are few reporters I love more than the reporter in question, truly a good guy, but in this case he needs to get a new source, and this is entirely untrue. And then Matt Reeves, the director of the Batman, replied and said, the source I'm really liking on this is Mr. James Gunn. So now obviously James Gunn just tried to debunk this, but to be honest, me personally, I'm 50-50 on it, because why would Variety have reported this, put this on their rep? Because they don't just report things like this without confirming with their sources, and they're usually very thorough and reliable, but no one is perfect, so take the rumor with a grain of salt, I guess. So now this opinion is very mixed across the fan base. Some people think no, it should be its own separate universe, or on the other hand, like me, think yeah, it should be in the new DC universe. So first, I'm gonna throw this out there, whether you may like the Batman or not, whether you like Robert Pattinson's Batman or not, the reviews are there and they're mostly good reviews, and to be fair, the movie is pretty good despite the long runtime and it's critically acclaimed. We have never gotten a Batman film like this before. They're very much grounded in realism, realistic approach, but as well the storytelling, the cinematography, it's all there. What isn't to like about it? But I guess that's just my biased opinion. The box office was there, it made more than Black Adam, and that's like I believe the most recent DC film, so it's profitable, it's a good universe so far, the lore is there, the character development is there, and I feel most importantly the grounded approach is there as well. And with the MCU, Iron Man was the first film to kick off the MCU with its grounded approach, pretty good storytelling, good universe, setup, lore, character development, etc. It's a good start to the universe because it's self-contained, and I mean Batman is essentially DC's Iron Man, I feel like, and as well they haven't mentioned anything else yet like Metropolis or Superman, the Flash, Central City, etc. The Batman has a big advantage, which, like I said, is basically they didn't show anything outside of Gotham, which is ultimately what can make this work well for the DCU. So now hypothetically, if they had just had Pattinson in his own universe and Batman in the DCU, so two different Batmen, what are they going to do, cast a new one?
You serious?
Great. Seventh Batman actor in less than 15 years, because Affleck is out. Keaton is out as well too, it seems like. Well, 7 including TV, but you get the point. The Batman is an absolutely amazing film and it's critically acclaimed, so this would be a W for the most part. The setting of Gotham and this Batman universe is a gothic noir setting, which is interesting, but then you can have other settings for other corners of the universe to give the DCU some flavor, just like how the MCU has Ant-Man, then it has Guardians of the Galaxy, then it also has Doctor Strange, and etc. Now again, like I said, this would be a W move for the most part, but only if it is done correctly. Now what do I mean by that? Wherever the Batman appears, let Reeves have control over the character and when the Batman shows up and etc. Because Batman can't show up in everything, but he also kinda does have to show up in everything, if that makes sense. Like I said, he's essentially DC's Iron Man, literally and metaphorically. If Reeves can't have full control of the character, if his Batman will be in the DCU, don't let his Batman be in the DCU. Cast someone else at that point. Don't ruin this Batman. I feel like the DCU needs a Batman. I mean, he's one of the main selling points of the Justice League, I would say. The Justice League needs a Batman, and this Batman that we have is already well established. Now on to people's arguments of why Pattinson should not be in the DCU. First off, people think that the Batman universe is too realistic for it to be the first entry of the DCU and for Pattinson to be the DCU's default Batman and for him to be a part of the Justice League. Listen, can we be fucking for real, people? These are comic book characters. We are talking about a man that dresses up as a bat to fight crime and fight mentally ill people with mixed martial arts and technology he made himself, including a fucking supercar with armored weapons and bat boomerangs. And some of y'all really think that this can't fit with Superman and the Flash and etc., who all have basically superhuman abilities, whereas Batman doesn't have superhuman abilities. Bro's a normal guy in a suit. How is the Batman too realistic to be a part of the DCU? I never understood that argument. Now, okay, some people may argue, oh, the aesthetics, the approach, the realism, the feel of the universe. Okay, so we're gonna act like Ant-Man, Guardians of the Galaxy, Doctor Strange, She-Hulk, Captain Marvel, Spider-Man, Werewolf by Night, and etc. aren't different flavors the MCU has, but it's all in one shared universe. The DCU can have different flavors. The Batman movies can have the gritty, dark, noir, gothic setting. It works well for Batman, but then we can have the bright, uplifting Metropolis or Central City or whatever for Superman and Flash and etc. That's the beauty of a shared universe. Not everything has to be the same. It can be similar, but obviously everything has to have its differences. And on top of it, I think this could work in Gotham's favor, adding onto the narrative that Gotham is the worst city ever and that there is no hope in saving it. But you know what? Batman is still gonna do whatever it takes to save Gotham because that's just who he is deep down. Now let's get into the, oh, where's the help? Okay, so let's say the Batman is trying to fight Clayface or something, but he's having a hard time figuring it out because, you know, this is this Batman's first time going up against Clayface. Or, oh, Batman needs help cleaning up the city. And we have established Superman and the Flash exist in this universe. The argument may come up, oh, where's the Flash? Where's Superman? Why don't they help? How dense can you be in the most respectful way possible? Dude, literally Superman, a near god, is more than likely getting his ass somehow, only God knows how, handed to him by Lex Luthor, a super evil genius normal human being. While on the other hand, Barry the Flash is probably getting jerked off at super speed by Reverse Flash so that it seems like Barry came by just the touch of a woman.
Remember when you were making out with your first girlfriend? Did you tell me why she touched your leg? It was me, Barry.
Can we be for real? Like, come the fuck on. Do you really think that they always have time on their hands to go help their friends? No, they don't. They got their own shit to take care of. And on top of it, Batman is a lone wolf. He doesn't want help. He can do it on his own. He refuses help. The only help he knows and is okay with is if the world is ending and the Justice League needs him to help. Then he'll be like, all right, I mean, I suppose. Now, I mean, the only somewhat logical argument that I can't necessarily completely dismantle is that, oh, well, we might need to power scale everyone down if this Batman is in the DCU. Okay, I sort of see where you're coming from, but I mean, don't we usually just end up power scaling up Batman a little? I mean, come on, again, normal grown man in a bat suit who just knows martial arts and uses technology, and he's a genius. He preps for everything. He usually preps for everything after he gets experience for a while. He knows how to handle most situations, but Pattinson is in what, his second or maybe third year as Batman, I believe it was said somewhere, and he obviously, as we've seen so far, is not perfect, but he's getting there. He's still learning. So I mean, ultimately, I don't see why we shouldn't canonize the Batman as the first entry of the DC universe, the new one. I think it's a smart move financially, and as well, I would love to see Pattinson interact with Superman and Flash. I think they should definitely recast Flash, not because of Ezra's shenanigans. I just don't like Ezra as the Flash and would like to see Pattinson interact with a different Flash. But then again, what do I know? I'm just a Spider-Man fan who happens to also love Batman, but just not quite as much as Spider-Man. So with that being said, that's everything I got for you guys today. So if you are new to the channel and this video, hit the subscribe button. If you already have subscribed, don't forget to hit the bell to turn notifications on, and as well, leave your opinion on today's video in the comments below. I always going to respond to comments and appreciate any feedback. What do you guys think? Should the Batman be canon in the new DC universe, or do you guys think nah, it shouldn't be? Let me know down in the comments below. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. It lets me know if you guys want more of this type of content. Again, hope you have a good day. Hope you enjoy the video. Until next time.